Alright.
Welcome. You're in safe hands with me.
Oh yeah, dude. Now we're getting the good stuff. Green berets and all that.
This is your grand's most apt. This is your anything. This is your most. This is your. This is your most. This is your grand Benny. May I become?
Good day to you. It's just rumour, mind you. Anything else you're interested in? Who's going? How many days will you allow? Anyone you understood? Need anything? A warm welcome. That's the spirit. Need anything else? Want to earn some? Who you sending? Anything else I can help you with? Rumours. Need anything? Thanks.
Welcome. You're in safe hands with me.
We got a spear, nice.
This is your anything. May I help? I await.
Bro, they really want us to battle. Yes, dude, we get a flea option
Good
now.
day
It's
to you.
amazing.
Of course, need anything you're interested in? Anything else? Come.
Okay, I want to see if somehow they'll be over.
Not a lot happened.
Okay, yeah, no. We do have to go back to the place. That's good to... Bro.
Welcome. Make yourself up. Want to earn some? An errand's been completed. With a... Right then.
Right.
Tell us how it went.
The task was a great success. I can only attribute it to proper planning and preparation.
Zaland Embassy Antiques. We caught word that a vessel bearing gifts to the Zaland Embassy had sunk. It had apparently been ravaged by strong winds, as it was almost unrecognizable when we raised it from the deep. Our efforts to bring it to the surface were rewarded by the discovery of some fine antiques in the wreckage. The artifacts were destined for display in the embassy building. Yeah, embassy building is a symbol of friendship between Zaland and the continent. And their partial loss will no doubt cause a rift between the two.
'Tis a fine feeling indeed. And if we can do it once, why can't we do it again?
Just as it seemed our day could not have gone any better, we chanced upon this exquisite piece.
Show me! Ooh, Mesa Musings, a fictional work depicting the life of the savior Mesa. The book is badly damaged with only the introduction remaining legible.
You picked up something valuable, eh? Huh. If that's not treasure, I don't know what is. I'd consider that a job well done.
I do too.
Anything else? Thanks.
Okay, see? Are we... Okay, now she can go Dragoon. Let's go, dude.
keen as mustard. All right then.
Yes?
What?
Oh god, that's a lot of chocobos. Okay, I think, hold on, there was a setting for auto quick removal of creature egg. Wait, no. Creatures and eggs. I'm not, okay, I'm just gonna, yeah. Because I don't want it to somehow remove Boko. The first thing you do in Minecraft, you punch a tree. Fucking right, I punch a tree.
Welcome. Want to earn some gil? Who are you sending?
Damn right, I hit it with a shovel.
How long will you permit anyone? Very well. Need an egg? Welcome. Mike, want to earn some gil? You've some news. Right then.
The task was a great success. I can only attribute it to proper planning and preparation.
My little carrot. Carrot? We can force a battle, actually. Carrot, a 5-month-old Marlboro kept as a pet by the Countess Zalmasa, had gone missing. After an extended search, we found Carrot feeding in the hills behind Zalmasa Manor, and returned her safely to the Countess. Consulting with a specialist, we learned that domesticated Marlboros regress to their wild state every 4th generation, and determined this was the cause of little Carrot's escape.
'Tis a fine feeling indeed. And if we can do it once, why can't we do it again?
I'd consider that a job well done. Need anything else? Thank you.
See, look, I'll show you. So we go to here. See, you can just click, it, and there you go. Alright, I want to see if there's any more errands.
Welcome. Want to earn some gil? Who are you
Nice.
sending?
Hold on, well, let's see if the dialogue changes.
How many days will you allow for anyone? I'll see to... Need anything?
Bro, I'll be honest, I never did jobs this early in the game. So I'm kind of happy with this new system. I get to do these jobs earlier than I ever did before.
Welcome. Make yourself want to earn some gil. You've some news from it. Right then. Tell us how it went.
You'll be pleased to know it was a success. And a convincing one at that.
The Garland Magic Melee. The annual Magic Melee hosted by the Garland Mages Guild again took place in Garland. Competitors fought one after another using only magic, allowing mages of all stripes to demonstrate their skills. Though we all performed admirably, only I won through the initial rounds before defeating Alistair, a black mage from Dorder, in the final to become the 13th champion in the contest history, and the recipient of a fine prize.
We poured our hearts and souls into achieving this result. Our rightful reward, no less.
Our good fortune
I didn't have a
did not
single
end there.
mage go in that.
We even found this enchanting artifact.
Ooh, an enchanted pistol. This ancient firearm used bullets that fused various magics. In later years, bullets imbued with power directly extracted from espers came to be invented.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you.
So can I give
Consider
that to
a job
Mustadio?
well done. Need anything else? Rumors, anything else? Of course, will that be all? It's just anything else I can help you with. Not to need anything.
So does that mean I get a pistol to give to, you know?
What is it?
Nope, no pistol. I mean, Boko has a gun!
A warm welcome to. Not a lot happen. Will that be come?
Alright, looks like there's no errands. Let me see if there's a way in Chronicle. Yeah, see, it's got errands.
The working lives of people offer many surprises.
Okay,
Let us
but those
speak
are
on
Aaron's
this
history.
again. There is a little bit of history in everything.
Hey, but what about there was a
I'll be waiting.
book? Oh, yeah, it is. What the hell? What the fuck? The Hero King. This is new. Very new. The Gloria. This beauty was passed down to me by my late father. She was built utilizing the most advanced technology of the time and has seen us through our most ambitious adventures, some of which likely qualified as too ambitious. The years of wear and tear resulted in us turning her in for repairs. We had her fitted with enhancements. While on the outside, she remains the same, she is now a beast of a different nature. The latest surge of innovations has allowed us to not only increase our output by 30 times, but do so on 1/10 of the fuel. The Gloria is our most trusted friend and ally. As our crew members, who have grown tenfold over the years, have come to say, she is a ship that will carry us to the skies of freedom. 1.5 decades have passed since I left my homeland of Valheim behind. Despite my very best efforts, I have explored but a fraction of what the vast world has to offer. The love of adventure is something I inherited from my father. It has taken me to many places and lined my pockets with gold and other treasures beyond compare. Can I add to my timer? What do you mean? So it's an accurate and what do you mean? My journey continues simply because I cannot rest until I find Calixtuatan, the city of gold. Well, but this timer is for my FFTactics playthrough, since this counts for the Square Enix marathon technically. So, no. A woman's distressed voice traveled through the voice pipes. Captain! Captain Rickson, please report to the bridge post haste. You know what this reminds me of? Nier Replicant, when you had just the black screen and reading. What's happened, I asked. We will soon be arriving at the Lankham Islands, sir. Excellent, I'll be right there. Quickly throwing on garments, I dashed down to the lower levels where the bridge was located. Thank you for coming on such short notice, Captain. Litzer's voice reverberated through the bridge's voice pipes. Litzer is our head of surveillance and operates our Magitech radars. Her main task is to keep watch of the surrounding skies and the grounds below for anything unusual. Ah, is that what you wish to show me? On the expansive seas that unfolded before us, I spotted the islands the size of grains of rice upon the horizon. Yes, we finally made it. 3 years and 5 months have passed since we began this journey. I'm surprised it managed to get us this far. You got us this far. Ha! I'm the reason the ship stayed aloft for as long as it did. That is Hyman, our pilot, and this is Abdul, our engineer. Without their support, it would have been impossible to come this far. Congratulations, Chief! Cannon, our weapons specialist, entered the command room with a clamor. I first came across Cannon, that's their name, Cannon, in Vathek, where we had stopped to refuel. He was being assailed by a group of men who had downed 1 pint too many. I stepped in to defend him, and he has called me Chief ever since. Shortly after that incident, I brought him aboard the Gloria to replace one of our artillerymen. As for his skill, let's just say he is improving daily. 'Tis a tad early for congratulations, Cannon. After all, this is just the beginning. What? Just the beginning? Oh, that's right. There's something I forgot to tell you. According to the notes my father left behind, I'm gonna go at Calix, the city of gold, resides nestled amongst these islands, the Lackham Islands, or the Lankham Islands. In the ancient tongue, Calix means man of gold. According to legend, it was the name of a king that once presided over one of the Lankham Islands. It is said this island was blessed by the gods themselves, so the mountains abounded in gold. Calix was the one to begin excavating these riches. Through large-scale mining operations, he gained abundance enough to build an empire. Their nation was awash with wealth. Everything from tiny everyday goods to luxury items was made of gold. This abundance, however, soon drew the attention of the Ronkins. The city that once flourished during the Middle Ages soon fell under their imperial rule. Or so it goes in the child's fable, The Tales of Damune, and where this narrative ends, my father's begins. In his notes, he describes what he learned about the City of Gold through his travels. Near the end of our journey, we landed at a small fishing village to replenish our supplies. There I met a man at a local tavern who claimed to be Calix's last descendant. I was listening to him with only half-hearted enthusiasm, since he was known as something of a fabulist in town. After a while, however, the discussion took a rather interesting turn. He told me that shortly before Calix was overtaken by Ronka, they sealed their entirety of their wealth within a pair of stone gates. 4 royal retainers, known as the Black Guard, saw the deed done. Each had something called a keystone, and the only thing that can now break the seal upon the gate. 4 keystones was he placed in the lock, and or as he referred to it, the Cassim. Doing so will cause the stone gates located somewhere in the Lankham Islands to open. Acting on a hunch, I mentioned to the elderly man that I had obtained something resembling this key from the Tower of the Dead. The Tower of the Dead. Upon revealing it to him, tears began to well in his eyes. Lala baby. Lala baby! Baby! Lala baby! He whispered it was a... yeah, okay, that was a whisper. Lala baby. He whispered it was as though the word the people of Calix used to praise their god slipped unconsciously from his mouth. La boo boo. Hearing it made my blood sing. This man was no fabulist. He spoke the truth. Somewhere in the Lankham Islands, behind closed gates, the riches of Calix slumber. It is no doubt a treasure beyond reckoning. Yet it is not a love of gold that drew me into this pursuit. Generation after generation of seasoned treasure hunters have tried and failed to learn the whereabouts of this place. I simply hope to be the one to finally unravel the mystery. The road there is long and winding. Mayhap if I am unsuccessful, I have to leave such dreams to my progeny, who will have access to faster and more streamlined airships. Thus, finding the City of Gold fell to me, his son. With rapid advances in technology in recent years, the power to achieve this dream is in my grasp. I see. Cannon, who was hearing this story for the first time, stared at me with a bewildered look in his eye. It was abundantly clear that he had been unaware of our true objective for traveling to the Lankham Islands. While I am partially to blame for the confusion, I would be willing to bet good gill that Abdul also provided our artillerymen with some rather misleading facts. Yes, it is a dream we have all come to share, right, Abdul, good sir? Yeah, no, Dawn Trail was a nightmare to read. Indeed, absolutely! Me too, Chief! Please let me share! In that moment, the Gloria trembled and the alarms began blaring. Was that an explosion? Everyone, to your stations! Litzer, learn where that came from. Yes, sir! I pray to the gods it's not them. Another explosion resounded, rocking the ship. Incoming at 12 o'clock, Captain. Size and speed indicate a fleet of 4, nay 5, nay 6 battleships! They are of Palamecian origin. Sir, your orders! The Palamecian Empire is a military superpower that has gained control over more land than any other nation. They have been pursuing me ever since I made a wager with them. We will not be taken down, not today. Hyman, move us into the clouds ahead. They should obscure us for long enough to slip into the northern Neshlam Mountains. Affirmative! Shortly thereafter, we ascended into the rain clouds above. With the arrival of airships, people began developing aerial combat strategies. Of these, cloud stealthing is one of the more difficult to master. Despite all of the advances in technology, Magitech radars remain unable to track airships in clouds. It removes all visibility and is akin to disappearing into a smokescreen. Now this is pod racing. The main disadvantage is that this maneuver only works when the sky is dense with clouds. Captain, we will soon be entering Isle of Neshlam territory. Excellent. Please begin our descent. Let's find a place to hide away on the western ridge. Isle of Neshlam. Bro, how long is this? Like, how... Okay, we're gonna read this. I'm gonna see how fucking long this is. The Lankum Islands are located off to the continent's far eastern coast. This is an artifact I found. It's a book, apparently. The Isle of Neshlam is the largest among them. Here, there are 2 primary settlements. In an alp to the west are sprawling farmlands, where the people live in prosperity off the land. To the east, hugged by twin peaks, lies a bustling fishing village. We managed to avoid the Palamecian warships and land amongst the island's western summits. After remaining aboard for a stretch of time to ensure it was safe to proceed, we made our way to Kalune. Kalune is the largest city in the west of Neshlam. There we replenished our supplies and attempted to gather what information we could regarding the City of Gold. Is it true, Hyman? Unfortunately, it seems the road ahead is fraught with danger. As for the perilous adventure to which Hyman refers... Is everyone back on board? Good. Hyman, mind explaining to the lads what you're talking about? Certainly. If you could all gather around here and take a look. This is our current position. The western mountains of Neshlam. And this is where we want to be. The cluster of islands where the City of Gold is supposedly located. According to the results of our investigation, there are a total of 8 islands, none of which are large enough for us to land an airship on. That's weird. Which means the Gloria will need to remain airborne while we explore each island. I am unsure our fuel can last that long. Abdul interjected, brow furrowed. Our target is about 280,000 sectas away from where we are now. We cannot afford to take multiple trips there and back. So we'll be unable to refuel while we are over there? Precisely. To quickly review our situation. The nearby islands are too small for us to make a landing, so we'll need to remain suspended in the air during the duration of each visit. Considering the ship's weight, that would consume more fuel than any forward movement would. We will suspect Cali is located 280,000 sectors away from where we are now. It is not a distance easily traversed. Filling our fuel tank to the brim, we set off on what we suspected was the shortest route to our destination. Whatever it takes, we find our way back here to the Isle of Neshlam. The maximum amount of fuel we can carry at any... What the hell? I'm gonna be doing something? Okay, hold on. A trip from one island to another will consume 500. She will tour all the islands of Neshlam on just 15,000 if we are frugal with our consumption. Moving. What the hell is this? Whoa. Okay, there are a total of 8 islands. 4 of them are regions that were once overseen by the Black Guard. The rest are where the treasures potentially lie, stashed away. Our first order of business, however, would be to find the 4 keystones. Without them, we would have no hope of unlocking the stone gates that divide the world from Cali's wealth. What's up, Trolley?
Is this a new mud?
What's an MUD? Listen, everyone, this trip is a dangerous one. We'll be exploring a multitude of uninhabited islands on bought time and limited fuel. Added to that, the Palamesians are hot on our trail. There are also a great many other factors that face us. If you want to back out, now's your chance. Do you still intend to join me? Captain, do you need to even ask? Of course we are going with you. My heart flutters with excitement at the thought. Captain, I invested 3 years and 5 months in this journey. I would be a fool to quit at such a critical juncture. Let's get a move on, Chief. We got treasure to find. I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. Now let's continue full steam ahead. Sir! I have no idea what a multi-use... I actually don't... Okay. I'm not playing, it looks like. Okay. That scared me for a second. Within the next few days, we made it to the island where we suspected... Wait, I might still be playing. It just did something already. Within the next few days, we made it to the island where we suspect the city of Gold Cali once flourished. Yeah, this is something interesting inside of a treasure we found. So this is kind of cool. Upon our arrival, we gathered together to discuss how we should proceed. And that is where we are. We have confirmed there are 8 islands in this area. This is where the Gloria is, in the exact center of the Circle Islands. Let us refer to this as Central Point. It will cost 100 HP to move from this central point to another region. Okay, is it going to ask me where I want to go? Due to the storm clouds that populate the sky, flying from northwest to northeast or from the southwest to southeast consumes significantly more fuel. Each trip will cost to avoid this vessel should be to return to the central point before moving to the next island. Okay. Well, what you propose is efficient, what of us not being able to land? These islands are not too vast, so we should be able to cover each of them about one day. I'll take about 500 HP for it to keep the ship aloft. Okay, let's everyone in position. Can I save before I do this? Captain, we have made it to the central point. What would you like to do next? Oh God! I need to stop reading. Yes. Okay, we need to save, dude.
New discoveries awaiting even the most dog-eared of toads. Till next time.
Okay, this is wild. I was never expecting this. Okay.
Gathered within.
Resume. Okay, great. I don't have to do the whole thing all over again. All right. We're at the central point. What would we like to do next? Move. What is check the cassive? I don't know what that did. Okay. Let's move. Captain, we can travel to any island from this point. They are all equidistant from where we are. So the amount of fuel will remain the same. Where I'd like to go. Let's go north. Captain, to the northeast are the Marzian Islet and the Isle of Abronia. The northwest are Kiko Island and the Isle of Delights. Where would you like to go? Let's go northeast. Where in the northeast would I like to go? Let's go to Marzian. Captain, we have arrived above the Marzian Islet. What would you like to do? Explore. Marzian Islet. Logbook, Marzian Islet. We descended on the Marzine Islet, hoping to uncover the City of Gold. According to our books, this was once home to the Lilliputians, a race of small folk. They were a happy and peaceful people, that is, until the Kali arrived. As we were making our way back to the Gloria, I spotted a small sanctuary shrouded by trees. While decrepit on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair of enormous scarlet-stained doors. We had no way of opening them, so we simply left them be. Captain, we have arrived above the Marzine Isla. What would you like to do? Okay, so we can't do anything with those doors. That makes me think, like, we need to go there again. Move to a neighbor. No, still story now. Alliance. Captain, we have arrived above the Isle of Abronia. What would you like to do? Explore. Were these actually removed? I didn't know that. Logbook, Isle of Abronia. We descended upon Abronia, hoping to uncover the City of Gold. In times past, when man believed in the overgods, they searched fervently for the Isle of Abronia. It is here that the Hall of Forbidden Fruit could supposedly be found. As we were making our way back to the Glory, I spotted a small temple hidden away in a cave. While decrepit on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair... Yeah, we have no way of opening them. So this... We can't open anything here. Return to the central point. Alright. Okay, I don't... Yeah. Firing main cannon. Interesting. Okay. Maybe, yeah. Move. Let's go south. Poseidon's Reef? Let's go southeast to Poseidon's Reef. Captain, we have arrived above Poseidon's Reef. What would you like to do? Explore. Logbook, Poseidon's Reef. We descended on Poseidon's Reef, hoping to cover the City of Gold. It said that this island was named after the god of the seas, Poseidon. Perhaps, however, it is the other way around, and the god himself was named after the ancient magical kingdom of Poseidium that once resided here. As we were making our way back to the Glory, I spotted a small temple hidden away in a cave. While decrepit on the outside, was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair of enormous obsidian-colored doors. We have no way of opening them! God, bro! Bro, we are literally getting cucked by doors right now. I might have to reload because we're getting wrecked right now. We'll see. I think we're getting wrecked anyway. How do you even pronounce that? The Isle of A-E-A-E-A. Log Isle of Aya. We descended on the island of Aya, hoping to uncover the City of Gold. According to the ancient legend, this is where the first woman came into existence. 'Tis a myth of yore originating from a time when men still believed in the overgods. In this era of technomancy, such stories carried over from the old world seemed like little more than fairy tales. As we were making our way back to the Glory, I spotted a small sanctuary obscured by a cliff. While the crowd on the outside, the ends of plethora of treasures, a pair of enormous cerulean stained... Bro, everything is fucking cockblocked! No. We got like 9 hours. 10 hours left? 9 hours? Yeah, 10 hours left. Okay. That's how long I've been playing FFTactics. Okay, we'll go southeast, southwest this time. Hey, dude, I had to play WoW. It was raid day. Where in Seth like to go? Bound of Arbin. No, I'm not gonna stream me sleeping. Get anything? Why not? Why would I would just turn the stream off and go to bed. What pays? Sleeping? No. Yeah. Can I get anything? Oh my god, dude, these fucking there's doors everywhere. Okay. I don't know, dude. Like, what do you want me to say to that? It's not even a job. Okay, Ivalice. Let's see. I think there's only like 2 more islands I haven't checked, so we gotta find something. Ivory doors. Dude, every place is gonna have doors. I'm fine. Okay, what I like to do, I would like to move. North. Okay, we're going northwest because to go to Kiko. We're going to Kiko. Alright. Whichever one of these, like, we'll reload my save whenever we find that one of these actually does something, and we'll start from there. Because I don't want to fail whatever this is. Alright. We descended on Kiko Island, hoping to uncover the city of gold. It remained completely unaffected by the massive explosion that occurred in the Palamecian capital. As we were making our way back to the Gloria, spotted a small temple hidden away in a cave, and I'll bet there's a pair of doors. Yep, enormous door. Wait, what? Okay, we found the one that opens. A dull glowing red orb. Okay. Alright. Okay.
These tone, let us speak on this again.
Alright. We got this now. Okay.
New discovery.
Alright, so going to Kiko first. The Scarlet Doors were in the north other place, so that's I know that at least. Okay, I should have been writing everything down. I don't have a piece of... Okay, I do have a note. Let's see. Fuck me. Okay, we'll go north. We'll remember. We'll figure it out. So, Kiko. Yeah, we're going northwest to Kiko. Going to Kiko. We're exploring. If it's random, I'm gonna lose it. Like, if somehow this does not do the same thing, Oh, God. Don't know how to fuck something. Fuck you. Don't know how to fuck something. Hidden away in a cave, wall decrepit on the outside. Pair of enormous doors. React. Okay, good. It's open. It opened up in a space with an altar which had been built over a lake bed upon it. Alright. Okay. We've arrived above Kiko Island. What would you like to do? I'd like to be a fucking bitch and just save scum this. That's what I would like to do right now. Okay. Alright. Let's move to a neighboring island. We'll go to the Isle of Delights. Yeah, save scumming. Like to do, explore. Unsubbed, unfollowed. Fuck you. Isle of Delight. We've set it on the Isle of Delights, hoping to uncover the City of Gold. The Isle of Delights, ruled by the goddess Valeria, was once utopia. With the rise of the Calyx, however, this place fell to ruin. It has since been returned to the wild. As we're making our way back to the glory, found a small temple hidden away in a cave. Well, decrepit on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There's discovered a pair of enormous ivory-colored doors. We have no, okay. That's fine. So, yeah, what would I like to do? We need to move to a neighboring island. Marzian Islet. This has the scarlet doors. Small people. Quickly slide open. Limited to space. I can name an old time-worn airship. Okay, it opened up into a space that contained an old time-worn airship that appeared to date from the dawn of its invention. A peculiar smell permeated the air as we set about investigating the ship. A quick search yielded a can of Extasium. The exploration did not yield any evidence that the Blackguard once resided in the Marzian Inlet. It was, however, not in vain. We were able to procure some Extasium. With it, we were able to fortify our ship and slightly restore its HP. Yay! Oh. Well, I don't have another, stone. So I'm kind of wondering what they want me to, let's see.
New discoveries of...
Alright. Let's see. What would I like to do? Return to the central point. What would I like to do next? Where would I like to go? Yeah, Isle of Abronia. That's where we need to go. Isle of Abronia. Because this has the Scarlet Doors too, I think. Isle of Abronia. Abroni Island, bro. Pair of enormous scarlet stained doors. Yeah, here we go. We made our way through a long, narrow tunnel that opened up in a space with an altar which had been built over a lake bed. Upon rested a dully glowing blue orb. This is a cerulean orb, I think. Mesa Rickson has discovered the Blackguard's blue orb. Okay. I think that's Poseidon's thing. Return to the central point. A Palamasian airship is approaching. Crew, prepare for battle, sir. The enemy approaches in Galleon-class Palamasian warship. Galleon-class? These are colossal in size. We must be careful, sir. Captain, your orders. Defend against attacks and flee. Evade attacks and flee. Evade attacks and flee. Wait, it missed? Okay, I guess we gotta return fire. Use the Magitech cannon. We missed? Come on. Fire again, damn it! Use a machine gun. Alright, we managed to escape. Okay, that's good. Okay. Seems like we're alright. What I like to do next? I'd like to save really quick just in case.
He's told you are always welcome.
Alright, let's go to Poseidon's thing. I know that's a cerulean place. Okay. Poseidon and the Castle Og. Oh, it's obsidian. Never mind. I guess I'm stupid and wrong.
New discoveries are... Till next time.
I guess I'm stupid and wrong. Okay, maybe it's the... Maybe it's the other places. Bro, there's no way... God damn it. There's no way this was in the original Japanese game. There's just no fucking way. Okay, let's check Val Nivarbin. Maybe it's cerulean. Okay, so we know Poseidon is obsidian, actually. The official name of this place is Valen via Vinicius Island. Scrawled across the walls of a cave are the words, "Man does not live by bread alone." Quote inscribed by a warlord chief who devastated the land and the island's people. He's making a way back to the glorious, but a small temple in the way. Blah, 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 blah. Is there a enormous cerulean stained doors? Yes. It opened up into a space with an altar which has been built over a lake bed. Upon it rested a dull, glowing white orb. Okay, we've got the ivory orb. What would I like to do? I'd like to stop reading really quick.
These told very well.
We're saves coming. We're saves coming.
New discoveries.
Turn to the central point. Bro, it seems that returning to the central point is getting a lot of battles. Death size class. Death size. Oh boy. My orders, return fire. Yes, we hit them. Alright, great. We retreated, good. Alright, so that went really well. What I'd like to do next, I'd like to save scum, please. Thank you.
These take care.
Thank you very much. I would like to save scum. Thank you. That's what I would like to do.
New discovery.
I really wonder what we're gonna get for completing this. Okay. So we know I need to find the next cerulean door. Let's check. I don't remember if was cerulean or not, or it was Lestrade. So let's check really quick. If it's obsidian too, then they're in pairs. But it might be cerulean, I don't remember. I wonder if it's ivory, too. It could be ivory doors. In which case, we'll be fine. The only thing we don't have is the obsidian thing now. Cerulean doors. Okay, great. Great. Yeah. Alright, we made our way through a long, narrow tunnel that opened up in a space that contained an old, time-worn airship that appeared to date from the dawn of its invention. Peculiar smell permeated said about investigating the ship. Yay, we get more HP. Alright. We fortified slightly. Oh, fortified quite a bit, actually. What would I like to do? I'd like to stop reading really quick.
Gatho. Leaving, are we?
I am leaving. Alright, we're looking for ivory.
New discoveries await.
What I like to do, return to the central point. Boy, every fucking time, okay. Death size class, okay. We can win this battle again. We fire. Let's fire our Magitech cannon. Good, we hit. Alright, perfect. Okay, we're gonna do one last save scum, and then we probably won't need to, because we've got a lot of health here. So I'm gonna say that Because this is designed with you to
He's
make
told by
mistakes and
all-
shit, too. You don't have to do it perfectly. Probably? I don't know. We'll find out. But we'll say this is the last save scum for now. Unless we get completely destroyed. Alright. So we need to go in Ivory Place, so let's go... Let's see, yeah. Alright. Where would I like to go? Let's go north. I think Isle of Delights was Ivory, so let's go to Delight. Like to explore Isle of Delights. This is kind of weird, but kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Alright, good. Ivory color doors. Perfect. Altar. Yes, dude. Alright, we've got all the orbs, so it doesn't really matter where we go now. So, we have procured all 4 keystones. Now what we need to do is uncover the location of the stone gates. The members smiled, and the Gloria once again took flight. We are so close to the end, I can almost taste it. There is one last hurdle to find the gates. Many treasure hunters, including my father, have never gazed upon the riches that lie within them. We, however, will soon be given the opportunity to do so which they could not. In that moment, another blast shook the Gloria. Alright, another explosion. Everyone to your stations! Litzer, identify the enemy. Understood, sir. The rumble of another explosion was followed shortly by tremors. A voice reverberated through the Gloria, dispersed by the Magitech waves. Attention, this is Captain Kimbress of Squadron 3 of the Palamesian Empire speaking. Captain Mesa Rickson of Squadron 8. You are hereby accused of treason and are to be taken into custody. Surrender yourself to us immediately or we will open fire. This is not a request, this is an order. Kimbress Corliss, the most ruthless of the 12 squadron captains. What should we do, Captain? They have a fleet of 15 large ships. All galleon class. We cannot win this. Escape. Litzer, there are thunderclouds to the rear of us, correct? Aye, they are quite significant in size. Excellent, Hyman. Move us into them at full speed. So, sir, they are storm clouds. One mistake will be struck from the sky. Then we best not make any mistakes. Surely you jest. It certainly may seem that way. I am, however, very serious. Captain? Sir, they are about to enter a storm cloud. Ha! A desperate ploy. While his bravery isn't admirable, I see he is as reckless as ever. I doubt he even realizes it is precisely this recklessness that has led him down this unfortunate path. Captain, shall we pursue them? The craven have no place in the New World. See that every last one of them is annihilated. None shall interfere with the Emperor's grand designs. Now ready all cannons and fire. Yes, sir. Engage all sources of power and press forward at a full speed. Sir, there's no way to evade them. Everyone prepare for impact. Alright, has any damage been done to the Gloria? Captain, another attack is incoming. Your prognosis, Hyman. Can we shake them? Can't make any promises, but I'll do my damnedest, sir. Litzer, be on the lookout. Understood. We've come all this way, it cannot end here. The enemy approaches in galleon-class Palamesian warships. Their squadron captain leads the charge. Stand strong! Captain, your orders? Oh, we return fire. Prepare the artillery! Fire the main cannon! Yes! Let's retreat! Magic cannon is ready. Maneuver us into position and fire. Roger. Disengaging Mako Drive. Mako Drive. Mako Drive. And diverting all power to the cannon. 80% charged. 90% charged. Brace for the flash and recoil. Do I get a flash? 100% charged. Fire. Oh, blinded! What is that light? The amount of magic emitting from it is tremendous. No, it cannot be. They cannot possibly have a Magitech cannon aboard that ship. It has yet to even be completed. Oh, get wrecked. Direct hit confirmed. Headship has been annihilated. Abdul, damage report. What is the glorious status? No issues detected so far. Good, now let us quickly depart from here. It's like I won. Abdul, what's wrong, Cannon? The chief used to be captain of Squadron 8 of the Palamecian Empire. I used to be an airship engineer for the Palamecians. Blitzer and Hyman once worked aboard their vessels too. In fact, more than half our crew did. Then why were we being chased by them? Are they not supposed to be our allies? It's a rather long story. Abdul, sir, we have finished with the inspection. I'll be right there. I shall speak to you later, Cannon. But Abdul! Captain, we have made it to the central point. What would you like to do next? I would like to save because this seems like a pretty,
Gathered within, take care.
That's what I said earlier, Bruce, that it feels like Nier Replicant. That is exactly what I think. Oh, we're gonna go to Poseidon. We're going to Poseidon's place, because that's the obsidian door. Alright, let's go to Poseidon first, and then I think Lastrog we haven't been to. There's, I think, 3 places we haven't actually been to. Poseidon's Reef. Bro, this is gonna have to be an entire part. Like this, I've been doing this visual novel for like an hour almost. Alright. Reacting to the Cassiv's presence, they quickly slid open. What is this place? I whispered to myself. The doors had opened up in a long tunnel. Sensing danger, I decided to return to the airship to call for assistance. Upon a return, after making the necessary preparation, begin exploring the tunnel. This must lead us to the rear entryway. We walked for some time through the underground tunnel, eventually led us outside. We came out on the far end of the island. Captain, what if we're to ascend that hill? From there, we should be able to see everything. At Hyman's suggestion, we made our way up the slope. Impossible. In the notebook left to me by my father, a mysterious crest was penciled into the margin. As I peered down at the landscape below, I noticed something interesting. From atop the hill I was on, I could clearly see the forest trees had been cut away in certain parts and replaced with grass. These pastures formed that same exact symbol. I rushed to open my notes and find that page. A closer inspection revealed an emblem drawn at the center of the crest. We decided to travel to the spot it indicated in the grass. Upon reaching our destination, we found a fist-sized stone left lying there. In it, we noticed there was a key-shaped hole on one side. Why is there a keyhole in this rock? Not expecting it to work, we nevertheless attempted to insert the Cassiv into the stone. It was a perfect fit. Slowly, we turned the key. The rock and key crumbled to dust. From it emerged a light green stone. What happened? Further miracles were yet to come. The stone began to absorb light from the sun, which had peaked in the sky, drawing in all brightness around it. It then converged into a single focused beam, directed at the hill with which we had once stood. Following the ray, we hurriedly made our way to where it led us. We reached the end of the shaft of light. What could possibly be here? Surveying the area, we came across a peculiar boulder. The moment we touched it, it slid away, revealing to us a dark cave. These must be the legendary stone gates. There is no doubt where the hidden treasures lay. Let's push forward, Captain. We're here. We finally made it. Come on, Captain. Let's enter. Chief, hurry. Don't fall behind. With visions of wealth swimming through our minds, we stepped into the cave, which opened to a large hall. At its center was a single chest. We cautiously approached, and with bated breath we opened. Inside was nothing but a single sheet of parchment. You did well to make it this far, lads. While this may not be the wealth you expected to find, it is no reason to be disappointed. The memories and friends you made along the way are the real treasure. Oh my god! Oh, did I really just do like an hour of a visual novel just to tell me it's about the friends you made along the way? Are you serious, game? Are you fucking with me right now? Arranging this was far from an easy task. I had to prepare all those keystones and then spread tales about them. And the lost city of Calix, it required a lot of imagination and dedication. Thankfully, it eventually took on a life of its own, and here you are. I've got to give it to myself. I did a pretty good job. Oh my god, dude. Thanks for sticking with me this far and allowing me to pull off the greatest prank. Saddler Rickson? Saddler Rickson? That's my late grandfather's name. Ah! We got trolled by our granddad. Oh my god. So both my father and I fell for his outrageous trick? Upon finishing the letter, I felt not anger, but a deep sense of fatigue. Litzer caught me as I collapsed. I do not know what to say. I'm sorry, everyone. I put your lives at risk time and time again over the last 4 years, all for the sake of a practical joke by my grandfather! Cheer up, Captain. While it is a shame that the City of Gold do not exist, not a single person here regrets joining you on this journey. The adventures we had together are priceless. Everyone's like, speak for your fucking self. Yes, exactly. Now let's head back to the Glory and start a new expedition. Abdul smirked. Looks like I'll be getting busy again. Make sure to take me with you too, Chief. Thank you, everyone. Before we head back, I would like to ask that you keep what happened here to yourself. I fear the rest of the crew might not forgive me if they learned what had occurred. Now let's head back. Sir. Sweet Jesus, the City of Gold. More than one adventurer has set out with visions of unearthing this paradise, only for their dreams to be shattered. Yet some brave souls continue to search for this place despite the odds. Captain, I apologize for interrupting you at such a crucial time, but look, there's more to the letter. What? P.S. Try turning the treasure chest around. For suffering through the world's greatest prank, you deserve a reward. While not as extensive as what the City of Gold itself might have offered, I'd like to share with you a little something I've collected in my travels. From Calix with love. Turn the chest around. I did as the letter specified. In that moment, the walls caved in. Dust filled the air, and I found it impossible to keep my eyes open. Are you serious? They just killed us? When I finally was able to uncover my eyes, all the cavern walls had turned to gold. What? Thus the City of Gold lives on. Mesa's Musings. What's going on? I'm doing good, Bubble Man. Well, I'm not under halfway. We're over halfway at the moment. We've got 10 hours left, I think. Yeah, 10 hours left. Yes, 10 hours left. I had WoW raid and stuff for 3 hours still, so I've been Streaming since 10 a.m. and it's now 12. I'm not trying to complete the game in 10 hours, Gabe. Man, I'm not trying to rush play this.
These tomes are the product of much sweat and I understand.
Okay, well, that was pretty funny.
Let us trace the journeys
But
of those who
sweet
shape-
Lord Almighty.
Leaving, are we?
Yes, for a moment. Okay, let me take a really short break. I don't even get an achievement for that. I don't even get a fucking Steam achievement for that shit. Alright. We'll take a really quick break here. Hold on. Let me grab some water and go pee.